Yeah, it's starting to. I can feel it. Alright, I guess there was gas in it. King Collector here, and today we got some new arrivals. Check this out. We got 2 weed eaters and a 5,000 watt generator. So today the video will be on these guys. I'll do both of them because they don't need a lot of work. They just need some cleaning up, and yeah, that's it. So basically we got this Stihl FS-36. This is a really old one, probably 1990s if I had to guess by the looks of it. And this one is a Toro TC-1000, I think that says. I can't even really tell because it's so dirty, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, we got these, and then this is I believe a Brakes and Stratton storm responder, because it's got the Vanguard on it, so it's a really good engine. So it's the industrial grade, where it has like extra webbing on the engine case and stuff like that. Got all 3 of these for $50. That's about $16.60 per item, and usually you can get about 75 bucks out of these weed-wackers where I live, and you can get up to 200 out of a generator. Especially, it's the spring, the rain is coming, the storms are coming, and people want to be ready for stuff like that when that happens. We are never ready, and we always lose power and never have any backup power source at all. Jammed all these in the back of the Malibu, of course, because the Jeep is out of commission. There will be a video on me fixing that as well, but I'm just not ready to get it out yet. There's still salt on the roads and stuff, so it's gonna stay there. I have been driving it around, but well, the issue with it is the brakes like to lock up when they get warm, but you know, this low speed mudding stuff, they don't get warm, so I can drive it around here all I want. So there will be a video on that, and a lot more in the summer as well. I got some huge stuff for that coming. Anyways, we'll get going on these weed-wackers here. Okay, so we're going to start with the worst of the two, which is the Toro, in my opinion. Kill switch works, thankfully. It's not stuck or anything, so that's good. It's just really grimy. And also this thing, the throttle, it's like a, I guess it's just to keep it from getting like kinked or anything, but it's kinking it because it's broken. So it's not supposed to. Let me see if I can get you in there a little bit closer. See that threaded thing right there? It's actually broken off, so it's kinking it, which is not good for the metal cable. It's going to start fraying, and well, my wild guess is they don't make that throttle cable anymore, so I'd have to make my own. Upon further inspection, they do have a new old stock part, but yeah, no, I don't think we're going to do it for that much money. So I ended up making do with the one we had. There's that, and spark plug boot isn't cracked or anything, which is nice. I guess we're going to take the spark plug out and see if we actually got spark. So I'll do that real quick. Okay. That was really easy. Okay. Probably also get an idea on how rich or lean it's running. Not sure if you can see that or not. No, because the light's in the back. It's a little rusty, but I'm sure it works fine. Plug it in. We'll test if we got spark now. It's like the only way to do it is like right there on the fins. So, oh yeah, it's got spark. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got spark, trust me. I'm using this dumb desk lamp because my spotlight thing is being used right now because I'm doing a really long time lapse of all the snow melting, so that's being used right now. But we'll get that back eventually. Probably by the time the generator video comes out, we'll have it. So we'll just put that back in. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Put that back in, and we'll take a look at the carburetor and see if there's a bunch of junk in it or not. I'm guessing there is, because he said he just kind of left it, and he's not mechanically inclined. So I'm guessing there's going to be junk in it. Let's try it. I mean, obviously it's so awkward that I can't really get good camera angles for it. Okay. See if there's anything in there. No, it's bone dry. Once again, trust me, it's bone dry. So I guess I'll take the cover off, and we'll see what it looks like in there. Alright, so I had to hand clean everything because the snowblower is still in winter storage. We're not quite out of this cold weather yet. It's pretty warm today. It's like 50 degrees, but it's going to be 20 tomorrow. So I had to hand clean everything, but as you can see, all nice and clean on the screen, and this thing as well is also very clean. These holes are the intake holes, and they were almost completely clogged up, full of just garbage. So I got those all cleaned out. And before we clean the rest of this, we want to see if it's even worth doing. So we're going to see if it runs. I have some premix gas I can throw in it real quick. So we'll get this stuff put back together. Okay, it's getting dark, so sorry the darkness, but got a little bit of gas in it. Only a little bit because A, I don't know if it's going to run, and 2, it's not the right ratio for it. It's a little bit on the gas side, but it's not going to hurt it or anything. There's still oil in it at least. So this primer is like, I can't tell if it's working or not, honestly. So I guess we'll find out the easier way and try and start this thing. So here goes. Oh, hang on. I kind of feel it doing something now. Oh, there we go. We got gas coming out of it now. Now it should fire up. Oh yeah, I felt it do something there. Yeah, it's trying to. I can feel it. Yep, there it goes. Okay. Choke it a little bit. Kill switch works too. Great. Alright, so it's the next day, and I'm getting it torn apart now, the plastic pieces off of it, so I can get them cleaned up and stuff. Because, well, if you're trying to sell something, you want it to look nice at least, because sometimes you can get more money out of it that way. So that is what I am doing right now. I got my old light back, by the way, although it's still crappy. I need to mount it overhead so you don't have that black shadow that you're seeing right there. So I'll have to fix that later. But for now, I need to actually get this piece off, I need to take the whole, like, boom off. So I think it's a 10 mil, which I just had my, oh, it's right there. Yep, it's a 10 mil. Can't tell. It's this way. So after these guys are done, we have that generator, and I also have a chainsaw from a family member that needs it fixed. So there'll be a video on that as well. Just gotta get this guy off because he doesn't want to come off. There we go. Okay, now we have this thing off. And of course, it's very dirty, as you can see. It's got all this grime and stuff on it. We're gonna get all that off. Still, once again, power washer's not in service at the moment, so we have to hand wash everything. Fun. There we go. Gotta get the air cleaner back on it, but I got as much as I could. I couldn't get everything out of there without the power washer, but it still looks way better than it did. Got the gas tank cleaned out, got all around the carburetor with the air gun. All I had to do was spray the simple green, let it sit for a minute, and spray it with the air gun, and I got most of it off. And I kind of fixed this metal thing. Kind of fixed it. It's I just screwed that nut, and it seems to be holding it. So as long as you don't touch it, it'll be okay. No, it holds it actually better than that. Actually, like, I can move it around, and it stays in place. So I guess that problem's solved. Sprayed it with WD-40 so it doesn't lock up and run away on you. So just gotta get that thing back on there, and that end of it is all good to go. And for this end, you can see it's gonna be nice under all that moldy grass and stuff. I got this pole and the handle cleaned out. That's all working nice. And I was right, it actually is a TC-1000. I couldn't even read it, and I can barely read it now, but better than it was. Anyways, I'll get the rest of it cleaned up, and we'll get that hub rewound, I guess. Alright, so got it all cleaned up, ready to go. Still runs good. Got the airbox back on it. And I'm going to call that good. This is a $40 piece of equipment right here, and I only paid $16 for it, so it's a pretty good profit. Didn't actually have to buy parts for it, which is nice. Just had to clean it up, put gas in it, and it just took right off. So I'm going to call that good. On to the next one now. Okay, now we have the Stihl on the table now, and check this out. It was 60 degrees the day I took this stuff home, and now there's snow on the ground, and it is 30 degrees. I have the heater on right there, and I'm kind of suffering in this cold garage, but oh well. It's warmer in here than it is outside, actually, because of that heater. So anyways, we'll get to this, and I'll first glance, it's not nearly as disgusting as the Toro was. I don't think it was used as much, so I guess we'll crack it open and see what's on the inside. So Stihl decided to be quirky and use a torque spit. So luckily I found one, because in this garage it is very hard to find stuff. So luckily I found it, and I'm using this crappy I bought this stuff from our this and that generator, and it's and this was Toro. So I don't really know the backstory on this one. I don't know the generator, so I'll do this video. I'm excited to get in here and park. I'm sure, yes. So yeah, no gas, that's fine. Pretty stuff, I'm just inside it. On it. But there's in there. Okay, there's oh, yeah, it's in there. Good, one's got it. I don't know if it's going to be able to I'll put what's in there. We can shoot inside. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in there with this. I'm like really forcing it in there. That could be an issue because I don't have another one of these. Fun. Talk about saved by the bell. I found one. And it works. I already tested it. I'm just going to use my screwdriver instead because that can actually get in there. I need to practice on it. Probably waste a little time. This is good use. Alright, let's go back to signs now. I think it's also mine. And that's it. That's all mine. Alright, I guess there was gas in it. It's not good. I can already tell just by looking and smelling it. That is why I have that bucket underneath there. This one has a foam thing in it. And two more bits up inside. You can't really see it, but they're in there. There you go. Grime once again. It's a pretty interesting setup. Very compact. Stihl always impresses me with what they can do. We got some mold on the gas tank there. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty cool. Sorry if that made a bunch of noise. But there's some white spots down there. That's pretty interesting. I've never seen that on a gas tank before. So you can see it's not perfect, but it's better than it was. That's just kind of the problem with not having the power washer available yet. So it's not like you can really even see it anyway. I mean, it looks fine from this end. So I'm going to get this piece back on, which requires a bunch of extra steps because it kind of knocks some things loose along the way. So I'm going to do it off camera. So it never occurred to me that I had not even checked for spark on this. So I just did. And it doesn't have spark, by the way. It's fine. But that is a brand new spark plug. Like, that hasn't even been ran at all. Not even for like 5 minutes. So I'm interested to see if it actually will run or not. It has good compression, so I wouldn't imagine it would have any issues. I'm wondering if it just had bad gas in it and whoever used it last didn't really think to check that, so they just threw a new spark plug in it, thinking it would help. Alright, so 1,000,001 years later, I finally got it all put back together. It just took forever, so I didn't do any of it on camera. Kind of got the grass shield cleaned up a little bit, and yeah, it's all back together. Now time to shove some gas in it and see if it'll fire up. I'm sure it will. It's a Stihl, so well, I'll get everything set up. Alright, I say we give her a yank and see if she pops off. It's got gas, all that good stuff. There it goes. Alright, so you've seen it running obviously, although it's acting like it's cold-blooded, but I think there's more to it than that, because when you tip it certain ways it doesn't like to run, so I might need to tear it open, look at it again, but I'll just do that off camera. I'll call this video good for now. So I got something a little bit for you guys, and I have more coming soon with that generator and stuff, so stay tuned. Anyways, that'll be all. See you later.